Feels amazing to be back here in this unbelievable new stadium. Although it looks a completely different stadium, the pitch remains the same, where I enjoyed the best time in my life. The bonds we made and the unity we shared will live with me forever. I just want to say to the best fans in the world, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your underlying support from all the rugby league family makes without doubt the greatest game in the world. I'm a bit apprehensive about the release, but about being in the public and again, especially where I have so many good memories. I hope people who read my story know they are not fighting their battles alone. I will share many stories how I have had adversity in my career despite the top surface looking all sunshine and rainbows. Finally, my biggest opponent yet. I am determined to live a normal life no matter how debilitating it is. I hope people find it inspirational and that no matter how it affects me, I will never give in.
A very good morning to everyone and welcome to Emerald Headingley Stadium. We're back for the under-19s against Hull KR under-19s. Kick-off only 5 minutes or so away. First time since we've been back here since Thursday for that memorable game, not just for the result against Huddersfield, but for seeing the Leeds legend that is Rob Burrow, MBE, back here as our guest of honour, promoting his new book, Too Many Reasons to Live. Of course, strong connections with the academy. Rob used to be the head coach. I think we're so proud of how these guys are continuing to develop. Some of these guys played under him, Jack Mallinson and Ollie Burton, to name a few. And if you watch this morning, Rob, good morning. We hope you enjoy the rugby that's about to come up. My name's Dan Hawkhead. I'll take you through the next 80 minutes here at the home of the Leeds Rhinos. And we'll kick off with the teams, why not? Starting with the visitors this morning is Hull KR. So at fullback for the Rovers, it is Harvey Moore. On the wings, Darnell Byas, Tash and Charlie Rowe. The centres, Max Kirkbright and Tom Wilkinson. The halfbacks, Jack Potter and Thomas Verity. Then moving into the forwards, we've got Connor Moore and Daniel Okoro Aroa as the props and Travis O'Loughlin as the hooker. The second rowers are Alex Dickens and Harvey Reynolds, and the loose forward is Nathan Cullen. And the interchanges for Hull KR, Callum Chapman-Peterson, Corbin Pratt, Bailey Dawson, Owen Maul, Leo Tennyson, Bradley Ward and Luke Connell. I say good morning as well to all our fans from the East Coast as well that'll be tuning in to watch the Young Robins. But we'll go on to the Rhinos. And starting at fullback is Yorkshire representative Alfie Edgell, one of a few Yorkshire guys that are in this team this morning. Ben Shields and Sam Little are on the wings with Kobe Nicol and Max Simpson in the centres. Jack Mallinson, like I've just mentioned, and Kai Morgan are in the halves. Great to have Kai back after his long injury. I've played 2 games back in May, but great to have him back out on the field, especially for the under-19s. going into the forwards. Joe Hurd and Danny Salkeld are the props. Salkeld making his first home appearance for the Rhinos Academy. And Ollie Burton is the hooker. Ben Mayhew and Joe Gibbons are in the second row. And captain Ollie Field is at loose forward. On the bench for Chev Walker's side, Mackenzie Turner, Ethan Spear, Tom Nicholson-Watton, Bailey Aldridge, and Kane Glancy. So like I said, kick-off minutes away. Hull KR, as you can see, out on the field. Just waiting on the young Rhinos. Both teams coming into this game off the back of wins last week. Leeds getting their third of the season. Coming back to beat Casper Tigers by 2 points at Lock Lane last Friday night. Thanks to that try from Ethan Spear. If you missed that game, you can go check out the highlights now on the Leeds Rhinos YouTube channel. You can also subscribe below to get all the latest highlights, all the latest interviews from all the teams, plus exclusive content from the Rhinos. Hull KR, on the other hand, getting their first win of the season against Bradford Bulls, winning 24-16, despite going down to 12 men towards the end of the game. It was a tough start to the year for Jason Netherton's side. 5 straight losses to Warrington, London, Wigan, Castleford and Hull FC. But it's a long season, as many of you know. There's still time to pick up a few wins. Of course, no Academy Championship this year as it has been in previous years. It's all about getting these guys back up to speed, back up to and keeping their development going after the COVID year. It shouldn't be too long now before we see the Rhinos emerge from beneath us in the south stand. Nice to allow a number of fans back in again. Free to attend today. We totally understand it's a little bit too early for some of you though, so the live stream's a perfect way, as here come the Rhinos now, just beneath me here in the Tetley South stand, ready to make their appearance. With the third home game they've played this year, a win and a loss so far. One to the Tigers and a big 42-20 win against Newcastle the last time out in June. It's been a long wait. Some of these guys were so ready to go last week against Castleford. After 2 months without a game due to suspensions and postponements due to COVID. It's great to have them back out here on the Emerald Head Inley turf. Like I said, you can follow us for the full 80 minutes. My name's Dan Hawkhead. I think we'll be in for a really exciting contest here. A really exciting contest. Of course, in pre-match, as with all age groups on all forms of the game, we'll be going with the RFL's Tackle It campaign, obviously against discrimination and abuse. So we all stand very firmly behind. That will come before kickoff. Just a note to the officials for this morning. The touch judges are Josh Ruckledge and Oliver Salmon, and the referee is Michael Manifeld. And it will be Hull KR that get us underway in this under-19s clash. Good morning if you're just joining us. It's great to have your company. We hope this will be an entertaining contest. Leeds have points in them. We've seen how dangerous players like Max Simpson Mackenzie Turner on the bench today, but how dangerous they can be. Also some unknowns as well in Danny Salkeld making his home debut in the props. It looks like it'll be Thomas Verity that will get us underway. Boot through the ball and Leeds get us underway. Salkeld with a little slip. Mallinson having to improvise a little bit to give it to Joe Hurd. But we are away with Leeds on the ball. 20 from their own line. Morgan. Making that right side shift to Kobe Nicol. Back in the sense after missing the game against Castleford. His last game was here against Thunder. One to watch out for today, of course. Kai Morgan there wearing the number 7 shirt for Leeds. Just got his back turned to you at the minute. It's only his second academy game. And let's just say he scored a try on his first. So definitely one to watch this morning. Morgan. Chip over the top. Looking for that touchline. Nichols chasing. Just trickles out of play. That's a really good first set here from the young Rhinos. Worked their way nicely downfield. Salkeld, Hurd. Nicol all in there with the carries. A nice end to the set as well from Kai Morgan. It'll be Hull KR that come forward now with Connor Moore. Pinned inside their own 20 here. Okoro Awawa. Harvey Reynolds tries to press through Gibbons and Mallinson. Ollie Burton in there as well. One to miss the game against Castleford, Ollie Burton, but a stable for this young side this year. Been on loan with Batley as well, just the one appearance. Do his development wonders as he looks to progress in the game. There's more. Kicks down for Sam Little. A couple of opportunities for tries did Sam in the game against the Tigers. Just couldn't find that finishing touch. Can he today though? Max Simpson. Nice strong drive. Gets Leeds over halfway. An absolute wonder since he came through. Max Simpson. Say he's only had a year in the club scholarship. He's really shining this year in the under-19s. They come to his left side with Mallinson. Edgell tries to find a gap. Gives it to Simpson. Always going to ground. Does a little knee slide. Finally brought down. On the 4th. Field. Carry. Gets Leeds to just shy of the 10. Burton. Mallinson. Grubber kicking behind. Ricochets off the legs of Hull KR. And Simpson picks the ball up. And I think this will be the first try of the game. And it is. It's Max Simpson continuing his scoring spree for Leeds. That's his 4th of the season and the 1st of the morning. Only 5 minutes on the clock and Leeds already hitting the front foot. Really lucky there from a Hull KR perspective. Thought they really should have dealt with it, but Mallison's kick just ricocheting off those few legs, making it difficult. Simpson just the quicker reactions. Pick up that ball and dot it down. Like I said, his 4th try of the year, one of the joint top scorers along with Liam Tyndall and Mackenzie Turner. It's Mallinson here, number 6 shirt. Looking to make 4 into 6. whips it back round and does so. So it's Leeds Rhinos under 19s 6, Hull KR under 19s 0. What a great start from these young Rhinos. Speaking to a few of the players during the week and the weeks when as well they've been off the field due to those postponements, they've just been really getting themselves back together following everything like the COVID shutdowns back in, as they just messed that one up there. It's just given them an opportunity to get those combinations going, especially with the younger players as well. They're fitted in absolutely seamlessly from speaking to both players and staff. As Hurd drives that ball forward a bit more, plays it there. Salkeld. One of the trialists that's then earned himself an academy contract. It's playing so well for Stanley in their under-18s and their open age too. Just down the road as Mallinson kicks long down towards Harvey Moore. Nice contact there from Leeds. Take him down 5 metres short of his own line, and there's a lot of work for Rovers to do here. Bias Tash with that carry. Nathan Cullen. Just trying to work their way here. The Robins. But Leeds' defence really standing strong here. Nice line speed from the young Rhinos. As they go out to that right-hand side, that north stand side with Max Kirkbright. They're forced to kick it. It's a really good defensive set there from Leeds, you'll have to admit. Just over 20 metres. And Little even starts the set from over halfway. Brilliant from Leeds. Simpson, the try scorer early on. Nickel coming on the inside, looking for the ball. A great attribute of Kobe's. Wants to pick that ball up. Got as much as he can. Ollie Burton. Dummies, puts a little step on. Looks to get out the challenge of Alex Dickens too. Instead he's brought down, but Leeds really knocking on the door here. 6 against 2, signalled by referee Manafeld. Just causing Hull KR more problems. Salkeld with that carry, and they earn the penalty. The Leeds. Definitely won't be a go for 2 option. Definitely go for the points here, Leeds. Salkeld, big, strong carry. Hull KR meeting with rigorous force, pushing back towards his own 20. Morgan. Field. Loses the ball in the contact. Really unfortunate for Leeds. It's a great opportunity. Just to try build something there, but in the end they just cough the ball up. Okay, I'll take that gladly. It's Harvey Reynolds bringing the ball away from his own line. A little slip there from Tom Wilkinson. One of the shining lights for Hull KR this year. Plenty of points, plenty of tries for the young man this year. Rovers now with Potter. Takes it to the line himself. Chopped down by Field, looking to make amends from earlier. Nice little spot out the back from Travis O'Loughlin there. Just tried to catch Leeds napping, but of course Ben Mayhew, Mr. Consistent, is there to tackle. A kick away though, and it's Little again. Clearly see something down this near side. They've taken all the kick receptions in this so far. Mallinson. Gibbons looking to go around the outside. Gets away from 1 and 2. And it gets down there, but There's no support, and he will go into touch because there is a lot of moisture on the turf. It's beautiful as always. Thanks to Ryan Gordon and his staff. You're always running the risk going down the sideline that you will be taken into touch. It was good from Harvey Reynolds to put the Leeds back rower over the sideline. Of course, it works two ways as well, as we've just seen. You can just lose a couple of metres with the right tackle, courtesy of Ben Mayhew. Potter. Here's a flat pass onto Connor Moore. Gets Hull KR to the 30. Really restricting their metres at the moment. And that's a fumbled ball there from Okora Aro. It's the pressure of having to come from inside your own half. Not having a lot of ball, if any ball, down at your opposition's try line. Or even in your opposition's 20. It's always going to take a toll. Leeds once again looking to make Hull KR pay. Joe Hurd coming forward. Mallington. Morgan onto Edgell. Nice wide pass. Something was on there, but just trying too hard in these early stages, Leeds. As that ball sails out over the head of Ben Shields. It's only been a matter of minutes gone in the game. We're just settling down here. Not disrespecting the intent, though. Because Alfie Edgell will find a gap, as we've seen many times for the under-17s and 19s, and also in that game against Lancashire Academy in the Yorkshire Origin. Knows how to pick a pass. One of the bright young players in this Leeds team. As Okora Aro comes forward. Flat pass, looking to make it here. Nathan Cullen gets the offload away. Hull KR looking to bounce back from all that early pressure. Tom Wilkinson coming down there, looking to kick infield. Just too heavy, but they will win the penalty as Leeds were offside. It's Hull KR now, looking to build on that little break. Make Leeds pay as well. That's was Moore just getting held up there. Potter drops the ball inside. Dickens working their way here. Hull KR. The young Robins. O'Loughlin out of dummy half to try and make something happen down the short side, and Potter with the flat ball, and they're in. That's Hull KR bouncing back. It's Connor Moore, the man who was just brought up so short before. Gets in for the visitors. as they look to make 4 points in 6. And they do. So get 6-all. Leeds Rhinos 6, Hull KR 6. It's just a stoppage in play. So we just wait for the ball. Apologies there for that. Breaking the stream. As Hull KR bring the ball forward and earn the penalty. Apologies again for that break in the stream. So Hull KR look to make back-to-back scores and really turn the tables in this game. They come this near side with Okoro. Just gets them short of the 40, and that's a really wayward pass from O'Loughlin. Forward as it was coming out of his hands. Not great from the young hooker. Especially when they had Leeds on the back foot. But Leeds reeled the changes with Tom Nicholson wanting out there now for Danny Salkeld. Great to have the young former Stanley player on the pitch. Yorkshire representative as well and scorer in that Academy Origin match. Sets the first carry. Now it's with Field. Mallinson. Simpson. Brought down by the strong tackle of Dickens and Verity there. Ollie Burton looks just find a bit of a gap as Mallinson wanted to hooker there. Goes searching himself. There's now Mallinson again. Chips over the top. Looking to pin Hull KR back. It's going to sit up nicely in goal. It's good defence as well from Simpson. To trap Darnell Bias-Tash in his own goal area, forcing back over that dead ball line. And what a way to turn the tables once again in your favour. Great work from Leeds. As the dropout comes off the chest of Shields. Really unfortunate from Leeds. A mixture of a very powerful long kick and I think the water on the turf is making a difference. Definitely making itself known. There's Hull KR again looking to reap off Leeds' errors. Nathan Cullen. Just on halfway. Starts with Thomas Verity. Moving the ball to the south stand side with Harvey Reynolds. Or Harvey Moore even. And just keeps himself up in the tackle and Travis O'Loughlin can just go. Nice quick play of the ball. He's perfect for your hookers. You can just put your foot down and get out dummy half. Here's Verity. Drops the ball inside for Alex Dickens. Just bounces off two, gives it to Connor Moore. As they reach the fifth tackle now Hull KR. Nice little kick through from Verity. Simpson uses the foot before picking it up himself. Nice from the winger. It's now Edgell. Spots a gap, tries to make himself known. Not a lot of ball. Alfie Edgell definitely not been allowed to run in this game. A lot of passing. Not a lot of running at all. First carry is an absolute beauty. As Max Simpson follows out with another big carry. Hurd keeps on going. And that's something that very people know in Joe Hurd's game. He can do 40 minutes very easily. Does not want to be brought for the field. As Morgan with that carry, and Edgell forced to kick down the short side. Well defended though by Harvey Moore. Brings it back in field. Maybe not the right option. The way that Little's been allowed the space down this near side, maybe could have been an option to go the aerial route again. But instead, the young Robins bringing the ball away. Giving it to Owen Maul, who's come on the field. One of two substitutes, I believe, that the Rovers have made. As Jack Potter, kicking the ball downfield. Shields under that one this time. Well done from the winger. You can see exactly the plan following that mishap from the dropout earlier. It's safe this time though. Kobe Nicol. Searching for the ball. Gets Leeds just over their own 40. Simpson. More one-up carries so far from the young Rhinos. Expect something work. It's Ollie Burton. Tom Nicholson-Watton. Short to Hurd. And in these conditions, it's a flat ball and the flat ball really worth it. That time it really doesn't as they cough the ball up. And Hull KR bring it away. Through Leo Tennyson, the other substitute brought on to the field, along with Owen Maul, who's just done that carry to get Hull KR over halfway. And it's a penalty. Leeds offside. Corbin Pratt also out on the field for the Robins. It'll be Jack Potter. Taps the ball, gives it off to Bailey Dawson. Taken down by Hurd. Leeds got to be strong in defence here. As Nicholson-Watton just bites out of the line, and Nicol does really well to bring down the Hull KR player. As this is Reynolds. Plays the ball under the posts. Hull KR coming at Leeds here. So Harvey Moore, flat ball for Max Kirkbright. The red lights are shining at the minute for Leeds. The warning signs are here. It's Tennyson with that carry in. Pump it wide. Potter chips over the top. There's not a man out there for Leeds. There is though for Hull KR. Will he get the ball down? No. Referee judges that Charlie Rowe is held up. And Leeds, really great scramble defence. When it looked as though it was a certain try. Ben Shields just did not see his man there. Almost punished his own side. The score remains Leeds Rhinos 6, Hull KR 6 though. There's Ethan Spear on the field for Olliefield. He's just making his way through the backfield. Nicholson-Watton, Mallinson, Gibbons throws the offload. Looking to get it away early, but brings it back for a forward pass, and Gibbons has stayed down after the offload. We hope the second row is okay. Went down in a bit of pain. It's a shame again as Leeds really looked to build. There was definitely space out wide for someone with Max Simpson's speed. Obviously, our attention goes to Joe Gibbons at the moment. Would be a real miss if we lost him already. So if you're just joining us, it is, like I say, Leeds Rhinos 6, Hull KR 6. Max Simpson scoring the opening try after only 5 minutes following a mishap from Mallinson's kick that meant Hull KR didn't pick it up. And Simpson, the first there to drop on that loose ball and open the scoring for Connor Moore. Reacted just before the 20-minute mark after a nice break down the left-hand side from the Rovers. And again, off a nice little kick from Jack Potter. He was able to ground the ball and level the scores. Mallinson and Potter with the conversions as Gibbons back on his feet, which is great to see. Just make his way over to the sideline, and Danny Salkeld will replace him. So I hope it's not too serious for Joe. Of course, Hull KR will start with the ball following the forward pass. With half-time looming, Leeds really need a big defensive set here. Don't want to go in behind. It's Maul with the first carry. Half dummy half. Drops the ball back inside, looking for Reynolds, but just was not there. He misread the pass from Harvey Moore. This time he does catch the ball this time and goes down in the contact of Mallinson and Edgell. No fullback behind here for Leeds, but Bailey Dawson, no matter, drives it in. And earns a penalty too. Hull KR have really turned the tables. It was all Leeds in the first 10-15 minutes, and they've really turned the tables. As Leo Tennyson, just by the post pad. Can't make his way over. Corbin Pratt gives it out to Potter, and they do well to keep it. It's Reynolds this time. Fumbles the ball. It's Owen Maul. This is Verity. Flat pass. Wilkins, Kirkbride gets it out, and it's a diving finish. It's a great diving finish in the corner from Dan Albias Tash. Just like we said, you don't want to be giving your lead away so short of half time. They've really made Leeds pay here. Great finish in the corner from the winger. Under pressure from Sam Little. Nothing looked on when the pass was given to Kirkbride, but a nice offload. And the winger is in. It will be Potter that converts, or looks to convert from this touchline. What a turnaround this has been for Hull KR. Like I said, behind after 15ers. Potter goes for the kick, but hits the upright, bounces away, and the score remains the Leeds Rhinos under 19s 6, Hull KR under 19s 10. After being so strong inside the first 15 minutes, Leeds now 2 tries behind, courtesy of Connor Moore and Dan Albias Tash. As Mallinson Boots gets his restart, it's nice downfield, and well met as well. Ethan Spear right in there on Bailey Dawson. You wouldn't think he was one of the youngest out on the field there, Ethan Spear, the way he started himself around. As most forwards will say, they absolutely love the rough and tumble of it. It's the Robins now with Pratt. Gives it out wide to Harvey Reynolds. Loses the ball in the contact, and that will be a knock on. Perfect for Leeds. Unforced as well. Not really any pressure on for the second rower to try and get the ball away. I think again, we could be saying this a couple more times in this game. I think the moisture out on the turf for the rain that's fallen overnight, and especially pre-match, it's definitely making itself known in this first 40 minutes. As Mayhew gets Leeds away on the first set and earns a 6 again from the referee. Spear shrugs out the tackle of Leo Tennyson. It's brought down 20 metres away from the try line. Leeds here with Salkeld. Now in that second rower role. More familiar. Played there against Castleford. Really great debut as Mallinson. Simpson, can I get a second? He looks to almost get that over. He looks at these touch judges and the try's given. Leeds bounce back immediately. And you bet it's that man. It's Max Simpson. Continues his scoring for Leeds. Muscling his way out the challenge of Bias Tash and Kirkbright to get that ball down. All came from that error from Harvey Reynolds. Just invited Leeds the possession, the territory. After a great drive from Salkeld, just goes with the short side play with Mallinson. And you can either bet on Simpson or Little getting over there. But of course, it's now the top try scorer. Second of the game, 5th of the season. Who really can stop Max Simpson at the moment? Mallinson pulls that conversion wide. So we're locked up again at Leeds Rhinos 10, Hull KR 10. Half-time looming. This continues to be a real pendulum sort of a game. First it swings to Leeds, then it swung back to Hull KR. It's coming back slightly towards Leeds, you'd say at the minute. As I look to finish the half strongly. Morgan with the reception. And he's still out there, Joe Hurd. He will do the first 40 minutes, will the big man. It'll be a great effort too. Tom Nicholson-Watson. A try scorer, like I say, for Yorkshire against Lancashire in that academy origin. A power man off the bench. Ethan Spear gallops forward, gets past one and through a little gap. Knows he hasn't got the speed, but looks for the support. Nothing there, though. Managed to keep his feet in the tackle, though, from Corbin Pratt. Mallinson, Hurd. Right back through the middle. Leeds are looking to build. Hit on the fourth. Burton. Nicholson-Watton. Nice pass. Edgell looks to slice his way through like he did against Cass. Just can't do it, though. Morgan with the pass. Perfect, too. Nichols seen something down the short side. Tries to go himself. It could be a great try. Yes, it's Kirby Nicol. Brilliant try from the centre. And Leeds hit the front again. Really wondered what the centre had seen. Ducked and dived and weaved. Kept himself on his feet. And gets over for his first try of the season. One of the players reintroduced from that defeat from that win over Castleford, Gets himself in. And Mallinson, let's convert again. Pulls it again. To give Leeds only just a 4-point advantage again. It was really great from Kirby Nicol. Knowing he had the beating of Wilkinson and Charlie Rowe. To duck his way through Harvey Moore too. Get himself over for an important try, you'd say. So close to half-time. There's Moore. Harvey Moore gets underway. Mallinson has to come chasing for it and skids. Just to make sure he can get to it. He's shorter than anticipated. It's not a lot of wind, so definite hold up. It's Burton. Plays the ball. Edgell. Looked a little bit high, but the referee signals it was a shoulder hit. It's Burton. Again, second carry in this set. This edges Leeds over the halfway. It's a wayward pass there from Salkeld. Picked up well, though, by Ben Mayhew. On the fifth tackle now, Leeds. What are they going to do? Seen them go for the touchline before. They're going to go the aerial route. It's off the outside of the boot of Mallinson, intentional or not. It's rolling towards the sideline, and Nicol is chasing and forces a drop out. In the end, it was planned or totally off the cuff. Really worked to Leeds' benefit there. All because, too, of that chase from Kirby Nicol. Just to make sure that Charlie Rowe had no option but to put the ball over the dead ball line. There's more. Kicks towards Morgan, safely uses the foot and gives it to Joe Hurd. And there's a gap there. Ollie Burton just got slightly in the way. Instead they push on. Nicholson-Watton. 10 metres out here, Leeds. Are we going to see back-to-back tries? Well, be 3 consecutive tries, actually. If they get over here and just try to extend their lead further. Flat pass. Nicholson-Watton just can't get over. Would have been his second of the year. Mallinson. Morgan. Looks to go himself. Just can't cut through on the fifth tackle now, Leeds. Mayhew looks to go himself. Maybe it should have been a kicking option rather than the option to run at the line. But instead, it's a very good place to turn the ball over rather than force anything like a 7 tackle set. So you could say sensible. It's KR now with Okoro Aro. Turned around. Back towards zone. Try line by Ollie Burton and Ben Mayhew. The two are in again. This time on Bailey Dawson. They've shown signs now of what they did in that first half, of the first part of this half. And forced the knock on two, which is perfect. Just applying all the pressure. And now the Robins are behind. They're going to make mistakes when under pressure. Is inside their opponent's 20 here, Leeds, with Ethan Spear. Really lively since he's come on the field for Holyfield. Morgan for Tom Nicholson-Watton. Drives a couple of edges further. A couple of metres. Is now with Mallinson. Looks to go line himself. And gets that down from what my angle. I'm quite happy with that one. The referee is two. Jack Mallinson. In with Leeds' his third consecutive. The fourth of the game. Puts a bit of daylight now. Comfortably a bit of daylight. Between the two. They done really well to bounce back from all the pressure that the Robins were putting on them. Plus the injury of Joe Gibbons too. And halfback Mallinson just catching. Hull KR napping. Short of the line. Gets the ball down. He's missed his last two. Mallinson, can he convert his own try? Yes, he can. Makes it a 10-point lead. So Leeds Rhinos 20, Hull KR 10. A Max Simpson double. Kirby Nicol and Mallinson scoring the tries for Leeds so far in this half. Connor Moore and Dan Albias Tash replying for Hull KR. But it's all Leeds. All Leeds at the moment. Bernard Shavork will still have points to improve on. Going into the second half. As the restart. Collected by Edgell. Driven in by Joe Hurd. Plays the ball perfectly for Mallinson. Now it's Salkel cutting back on that inside. Nice little drop off from Mallinson. Just allowed his back rower to really run onto that ball with a lot of power, a lot of pace. Seen that work a couple of times in the 16s, 17s. Jack Sinfield and Jack Johnson making that combination work perfectly. It's Hurd again. Gets Leeds up to the 40, but that will be half-time here at Emerald Headingley Stadium. And it's Leeds Rhinos under-19s 20, Hull KR under-19s 10. Leeds getting scoring underway after a matter of minutes. Max Simpson scoring that try before Hull KR really hit the front through Connor Moore and Dan Albias Tash. But Leeds did well to survive the pressure and forced to come back themselves. Simpson grabbing his second of the morning even before Kirby Nicol with a nice darting run. Got himself over the line, and Jack Mallinson, the most recent scorer. Mallinson also with a couple of conversions too. Of course, a great win for the first team against the Giants on Thursday night. And if you missed it, here is a little bit of the reaction from Callum McClelland, Rob Louis, and Richard Agar too.
How pleasing was that victory?
Yeah, it was good to get the win, you know. Special guest Rob, you know, had, meant something, you know, got a bit emotional with the boys at the start, see the kids walk out. But we did a job, I think the brotherhood was there, got the win at the end.
And your own performance, was you pleased how you went?
Yeah, I got hooked 70 minutes in, but I think coach giving me a little break there, got a big couple of weeks coming up, so I'll take that.
And a try as well, particularly cherry on top.
Yeah, well, got to go out with a bang, you know, last year. Every game so far, but one. But I'll take the try, anything for the team to win.
It was a great setup from Cruz leaving. That Cruz really got the team around the park tonight.
Yeah, Cruz was awesome. He just did his thing, and we just, off the back of him, thought our middle and our bench was good.
Callum McClelland in the half studio as well. Callum had a really strong game.
Yeah, we're the biggest halves in the comp. But I was real pleased with him. Young kid coming in, just did his job, you know, steered the boys around, and kicks was good.
Wigan next up, a tough challenge.
Yeah, tough challenge, but you know, we'll take confidence from the fifth game we won, and we'll work hard and can't wait for Wigan.
How special was the atmosphere tonight? Obviously,
yeah, it was good.
Back, the crowd were really up.
It was unreal. You can feel it out there on the field, and yeah, can't wait till next home game.
Callum, in terms of your own performance, that was one of your best in the league shirt out there?
Yeah, probably was. I think that was down to how hard everyone works for each other though. It just allowed me to play off the back of it sort of thing and just stick to game plan, kick in that corner and just chase hard.
Having come back into the side, how keen are you to have a big game tonight?
Yeah, I think obviously I've got something to prove. I've had a couple of chances in the past and not really taken them, and obviously I've trying to put my best foot forward for the next few weeks and hopefully show which what I can do.
obviously Gary's got a serious injury out for a while. Does that give you confidence knowing that you've got a chance to re-cement your spot there?
Yeah, it doesn't, but at the same time I don't want to try and take it for granted. I've got everything to prove still, and hopefully I can do that in coming weeks.
The game itself, fairly cagey for open stage, but from that point onwards we really controlled territory, possession. Must have grown with confidence as the game went on.
Yeah, I think we just played the long game really well. Obviously the yellow card in the last 10 minutes hurt us a bit. Defensively struggled with numbers and stuff, but again a lot of effort covered that up, and we've come away with 2 points, so there's not much more you can ask.
It was an emotional night at Emerald Headingley, obviously with Rob Burrow returning. Rob's obviously a hero of yours growing up. How nice was it to see him here?
Oh, amazing. It's after obviously lockdown and how much obviously Rob's declined through lockdown, but I think it was great to see him tonight. Great to see his kids here, and Lindsay as well. And obviously we got that win for Rob tonight.
And it set up a great atmosphere for the match in itself. The fans were really up for it from right before the game.
Yeah, and you can feel that buzz, especially from the south stand. The first half, obviously the trumpets going, drum going. It's some atmosphere.
Wigan next up. Wigan away is always one of the highlights of any season. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, definitely. It's just another challenge for quite a young group, and we've got a few lads out at this moment in time. But it's like I said on the phone earlier but it's just another challenge for us, and if we want to play in playoffs, we've got to beat teams like Wigan away. They're the games that you need to pick up along the way.
And their young lads are coming through as well. There's presumably a number of lads you've played against down the years, so that's an intriguing subplot to the game.
Yeah, I've played with a lot of them as well, through the youth setup at England and stuff like that, and a great bunch of lads, and obviously they're doing really well and getting a shot as well. So, but I think we've got just the young lads as well to match, especially lads like Morgan Gannon, Sammy Walters off at bench, Jared starts massive for us, and especially with how many people we've got out. You can't really tell the difference when some of the young lads step in.
Congratulations on the win tonight. What's your take on your side's performance first?
I'm really proud of it because I thought it was spirited and committed. Really spirited and committed. Huddersfield can prove a tough team to break down at times. And I thought after the initial exchange, and I thought it was a game that we dominated for long periods. I'm not quite sure how we ended up 6 points, 6 points difference on the scoreboard. Couple of little turning points late on, but again, I think what I would point to were a very spirited and committed performance, and obviously as attack, making so many changes to our team again. I understand why our attack is probably not as fluent and fluid as we would have liked, but at the same time, I thought perhaps a way we had to play against Huddersfield to gain the ascendancy, which I thought we did that, because obviously the early exchanges were pretty strong ones, and we managed to break the cycle, overcome it with a first try that Callum McClellan set up in real good form. But I thought from then on, Tim, I thought we dominated the game, and I thought couple of decisions really. I thought we kicked away on play 3, the little reverse kick and a penalty. Simbin, you've got to be very careful now on those. I think they'll probably throw a ban at him, but the halfback's in the line, mate, and the edge has got forward. If that halfback shows and goes, he probably scores. So I understand why Zane is committed to the tackle on that one. And I thought, the last 10 minutes, bit of fatigue from our middles, and 12 men put us under a bit of pressure that we probably never looked like being under for that entire game.
You mentioned him there as well, Callum McClelland, obviously coming into the game with Luke Gale out injured. How do you think he got on overall?
Yeah, some good stuff. I thought we got under pressure a bit on his last tackle plays. Some of our options, which is not Callum, it's across the board. When we found some 2-pass kicks, one of them resulted in a try, and a couple of times we could have just taken probably some easier options given the situations and circumstances of him. But it was good to get him through 80 minutes. He's not played a lot of rugby league in 12 months, Callum. So to get him through 80 minutes, the try he set up obviously got us going in the first half, and I thought defensively Cal were really solid for us as well. I thought a lot of our young players again, Tim. I know it's a focus, but we've got 12 players out and more than 50% of our salary cap and some very, very good players out. And I thought the young players were great again, but also I thought the leadership, Cruz Leeming, he's growing in stature within our squad, playing really, really well. I thought Zane give us a great senior players knock in the middle of the field too. So as I say, I think across the board, despite it not being, it's not going to be a game that everybody's going to go home and rewind and watch again too many times. But we had to do what we had to do tonight, and I thought we did it well. And I say just a bit disappointment that the scoreline ended up. We had to defend the play to save the game because I thought we were much better value than that suggested.
So we're back at Elmwood Headingley. The teams are back out for the second half. Hopefully it's been as entertaining as the first. Both sides look to have made no changes. So we should be in for another big 40 minutes. So we apologise for the quality of the stream before. We hope to have solved that problem during half time. And hopefully you can stay with us for the full 40 minutes. Don't forget as well, if you're enjoying that press conference from Richard Agar, you can watch that live. You can watch that on our YouTube channel now. After this game, of course, as the Rhinos get us underway with Mallinson. And it will be Hulkow that mess up at the back, and they do really well in the end through Harvey Moore to retain the ball. Callum Chapman-Peters, one of the changes out there. So, excuse me, it's Bradley Ward, wearing number 25. Just carried that ball in. It's Hulkow looking to dominate the early ball after suffering those 3 back-to-back tries at the end of the first half. To come forward now with Dickens, but Nickel nicks the ball and goes in to score. Kobe Nickel for his second of the game. Only minutes played at the start of this second half. Already leads back of the scoreboard, and it's Kobe Nickel. Stealing the ball from Alex Dickens. Makes a nice break. Round the outside, unopposed, and scores. What a way to start the second half too. Like I said, Hulkow really should have looked to dominate that early ball. Instead, they tried to open Leeds up down the edge. Option was not there though. And Kobe Nickel read the pass from Jack Potter. Picked Alex Dickens' pockets. And got the 4-pointer. Mallinson looks to make this a 6 rather than just the 4. It'll take Leeds to 26 if it does. And you bet he does. Leeds Rhinos under 19s 26, Hulkow under 19s 10. Leeds really pushing on here. What a statement to make at the start of this second half. Only 4 minutes or so played. And already the tries are coming in. So it'll be Harvey Moore. Kicks downfield for Edgell. Just watches it bounce to the arms of Ethan Spear. Steps off his left foot. Cuts back in field. Gets to the centre. Plays the ball for Hurd. Beats the tackle of one. Has 3 men around him anyway. And loses the ball. But referee says it's a strip. And Leeds continue. Allison with the long kick into the south stand. Gets Leeds onto halfway. It's not a bad way to start the second half, is it? As Mayhew, not seen a lot of him in that first half, wins a penalty for a head-high tackle from Connor Moore. Like I said, not seen a lot of the second rower in that first half, but making himself known in the second already. So these penalties really counting up here for Hull KR. Really beneficial though for Leeds, as Mallinson wanted to give Salkeld the ball on a short pass, but option wasn't there. It's Hurd now again. Takes the ball to the line. Been beating players all day today, Joe Hurd. Nicholson Watson. Morgan just fumbles. Well, it was a little bit too late. Although Edgell got his hands on it, it will be a knock-on. And the pressure again turns. Hull KR really needing, or really wanting, to add to their second, or to get their second win of the season after such a great performance against Bradford. Don't count them out just yet, although there is that 16-point deficit at the minute. We've seen how they came back before. Some great tries. Darnell Bias, Tash with the best of them. As Dickens plays the ball. Potter gives it away. Kirkbright was dashing onto that one, but does well from Ethan Spear. And this is Chapman Peterson, who has come on. It looks to be in a half-back role as Edgell then fends away. There's a Hull KR player left on the ground. It's Max Kirkbright. Got his technique all wrong on Edgell there, who does hold the shoulder. He seems okay, though. As Leeds make their 2 changes. The half Holyfield back on the park, and Bailey Aldridge also running out to make his 4th appearance of the season. He was one of the ones that missed the game against Castleford 2. He replaces Ollie Burton. Where Field replaces Tom Nicholson Watton. And Kirkbright can play on, so that's really good news for the Robins centre. Like I said, I think he just got the technique all wrong on Edgell. Just got left on the ground. He's okay though. This is a Leeds fullback. Plays the ball. With Ben Shields. Another not had a lot of ball this half. So I expect him to come inside because he could score tries too, can Ben Shields. As we've seen for the last 2 years, he's been in this academy system. Salkeld drops 45 from the try line. Aldridge. Mallinson looking for the quick play. Simpson just can't get around Kirkbride. That's better from the Hull KR centre. Nice tackle on the lead on his opposite number. Mallinson's kick taken nicely there by Bradley Ward. One of the substitutes made by Jason Netherton at half time. It's KR now with Okoro Aroa. Takes his side over over their own 20. To shift the ball wide, looking to stretch through Leeds. Kirkbride with it. This time it's Simpson returns the favour defensively along with Sam Little. Just preventing anything from happening down that edge. As that is Leo Tennyson. Knocks the ball on though. And Leeds another great position. 40 metres or so from the try liner. Poor error. On his side really needed to build there from Tennyson. And now Mayhew drops the ball. I said that we feel that the moisture on that turf with the rain pre-match will play its part, and I think it is again. Just cannot keep hold of the ball at the moment. That's, as they always say, what's the best way to meet an error? Meet it with strong defence, and Owen Moore was mauled by Tom Nicholson-Watton and Mayhew there. I think Tom is going straight off the field there. He went down in some pain straight after making that hit. I think it looks like it could be a shoulder. And he exits the field straight away. So Leeds temporarily down to 12, it would seem. Yes, it is. Kane Glancy's sprinting out on the field, taking his warm-up vest off as quick as he can. Making his home debut too. After playing a couple of games here for the under-17s earlier this year. Former West Leeds Eagle. And that's a poor pass from Chapman Peterson. It's the bootlaces of Nathan Cullen. Edgell does the easy job of picking that ball up. Just got a little bit scrappy at the start of this second half. Neither side wanting the ball at the minute. He plays the ball. Little. Carries infield. 35 from his own line. Aldridge. Spear. Looked brilliant since he has come on, Ethan Spear. Definitely won for your man of the matches later on, but well, plenty of this game still to go, of course. That's a great kick from Leeds. Looking to trap Bias Tash down by his own, in his own corner. The winger does want to bring the ball away, though. Salkeld in there with the tackle. So now they come again with Kirkbride. Now Ward. Met by Mayhew this time. Not with the vigour of before, but still drives the winger back a few more metres. Short drop off for Dickens. Moves Leeds a little bit further in field. Now it's Connor Moore back out on the field. There's caused some problems, and the Leeds markers are all over the shop, really. Just allowing to go out of dummy half. But instead of kicking on that fifth, There was a bit of a miscommunication by Tash, given the ball to work with, but was brought down just over halfway. So that's where Leeds will start their new set. A bit Glancy. His first carry here in this game. Great to see the young man out there. Along with, like I say, Max Simpson, Ethan Spear. Only had a year in the scholarship before making a step up. He's looking really comfortable out there. Also Billy Davis as well. Not involved today. Still one of those available for Chev Walker. A Spear takes the ball shy of 25 metres from the line. Morgan just chip over the top. Nichols not there. Not back by Tom Wilkinson. It's knocked on though. Aldridge was following that ball along with Morgan all the time, and the Hull do well to sweep it up and then earn the penalty. Give away the penalty, sorry. Pushing the markers illegally, of course. As referee Manifeld just takes a few of the KR players aside. Harvey Moore. Mungo, I don't know whether they just heard something. Retaliation to that decision, but it was definitely the right decision. Did not give Aldridge or Morgan a chance. So the game will continue as Leeds in a perfect position to build here. Set some nice foundations as Glancy with the first carry. Aldridge waiting, looking, goes to his right. Morgan. Edgell is a nice gap. Nicholl is that hat-trick try. Oh, it's a knock-on though. That's not great from the centre. A little bit of shock after that. I thought he'd got that ball down. Just bounced it as he went with the one-handed put down. We're looking up to make amends. Almost a certain try, even if he'd have given the ball up to Ben Shields too. Instead, Hull thanking the lucky stars. That's a poor play of the ball there, though, from Okora Aro. Said Reynolds now. Plays the ball. Kirkbride. Nice carry. Gets Hull to the fifth tackle. 40 metres from their own line. With Callum Peterson. Kicks away. Nice and high. Shields does well. Been pretty solid today, Ben Shields. Just that one mistake from the dropout. Apart from that, he's been as safe as you like. As Simpson, though, drops the ball. We said we keep seeing it, didn't we? Just when Leeds were needing to build. Instead, Hull KR coming forward with Nathan Cullen. Plays the ball. Okora Aro. A try for Hull KR would be perfect to get themselves back in this game. They go wide. Harvey Moore looking to spin and twist his way to the try line. It's held up this time, though. Says referee Michael Manifeld. Does it come again? Chapman Peterson. Gives it on there. In front of the post here, Hull KR. Looks to come to his left-hand side. Comes the ball out. Tom Wilkinson, a big hit from Kobe Nicholl, looking to make up from earlier's mistake. Wilkinson keeps on going, keeps on driving, gets himself just in front of that post pad. Here comes Okoro looking to battle his way through. The referee looks at both linesmen and gives a try. Just shy of the hour mark. Hull KR reply. They start the possible fight back. Through the big man, Daniel Okoro. Took 2-3 Leeds players with him to charge over. Conversion here as well, bring it back to within 10 points. Is still pretty comfortable from a Leeds point of view, but especially not when you're giving away a silly try like that. Defensively more. It will be Jack Potter in front of the post. Back him here to convert. And he does so. It's back to within 10 points. This game's still continuing to swing here at Emerald Headingley. What an arm wrestle this is proven to be. We're enjoying watching it from home. We hope that hopefully too that the video quality is better than at points in that first half. As Leeds brought Mackenzie Turner out there now. Great to see the winger after he was out for a number of weeks. Kai Morgan exiting the field. So I believe this will be a change of that Alfie Edgell will move into the halves. Which it looks to be on this near side. Okoro, the try scorer, gets the offload away. Got a bit over for the wind in his sails at the moment. The whole car is Thomas Verity with that carry into the line. Chapman Peterson breaks through the tackle of Mayhew. Not many do. Gains a few more metres. It's Owen Maul. Drops 20 metres from the try line. Here come Hull KR. Verity. Harvey Moore goes at the line himself. Looks back. Try and offload, but nothing's there for him. Instead, the kick from Potter is just way too long. Maybe should have looked to drive a little bit further and drop it in, but instead, the Leeds speedsters will bring it away. Mackenzie Turner being one of those, and probably the main one of those. He can carry the ball. He's rapid as well. It's the fullback. Little. Driving, getting a few more metres. It's not as well Mackenzie Turner's try, second try, especially against Castleford. Nice clever dink over the top from Mallinson, and the speed of Turner made that try. So definitely one to watch out for to cause some havoc in this second half. Edgell sees a gap, goes himself. Brought down by Verity and Maul. Field. Mallinson looking to try open up that left-hand side. Drops the ball onto his boot, though, for Harvey Moore. Can they catch her in goal? Yes, they can. Good work from Leeds. So turn and apply that pressure some more. Force Hull KR into, I believe, the fourth dropout of the game. Really making them work. And those kicks from Mallinson are proving really good. As Hull KR kicked the ball away. Used the boot well by Turner and Joe Hurd with the carry. And earned the penalty to the Leeds. using a foot in the tackle as indicated by the referee. As Field, the captain, also spent a bit of time on loan at Batley as well, Holly. Furthering his development as Glancy. Looked a good carry, but loses the ball. I believe this will be a knock on. It is indicated. And Leeds again, just when they can build, errors just creeping in to stop their progression. Hull KR, though, bringing the ball away with Luke Connell, making his appearance here at Headingley. Off the substitutes bench, of course. As here he comes again. Big man with the drive. Does well, though. Does Aldridge and Glancy. Chapman-Peterson, dummies. Dummies twice even and tries to go himself, but can't get through that line. Although from Ben Mayhew. Akora Aro gets the offload away. That nice little step as well. Harvey Moore keeps the ball going with an offload. The Robins keeping on driving forward. They sense something here. Chapman-Peterson goes to the air for Ben Shields. It's just going to come up short. It's off the back of Bradley Ward, but Nicol picks up the loose ball anyway. That looked dangerous for a moment. Leeds doing really well to make sure they keep the ball. Shields just after being beaten by Ward to that high ball with that carry there. Simpson. 2 tries to his name already in this game, Max Simpson. This is Hurd now. Over the 40, Leeds. Looking to reply to that early try, but again, another error, another knock on. Turning the young Rhinos around. So Hull make another change. It's the try scorer, Akora Aro, coming off the field. In a well-earned break, because he will be needed in the last 10 for sure. Chapman-Peterson across the line onto Harvey Moore. Verity even. Here's Harvey Reynolds looking to go down that edge. Simpson and Little are there. Now it's Bias Tash. It's a few more metres, but then he's forced back by the referee. It's Bailey Dawson, the substitute on the field now for Hull KR. Verity. Chapman-Peterson. Harvey Moore. Long pass. Looking for Tom Wilkinson. And the centre is in. Back-to-back tries. And the scoreline is closing up now to 6 points with a kick to come from Hull KR. Again, Leeds being their own worst enemy at the moment. There's a few knock-ons in brilliant positions, actually. Should have seen them build pressure instead. It's seen Hull KR bounce back. Just not on Tom Nicholson-Watton. We've just seen him come out of the tunnel wearing an arm brace. I hope that's nothing too serious for him. It will be Jack Potter to convert and bring this game to within 4 points. We're in for a big finish. No, he swings it. The flags stay down, and it's still a 6-point game. It's still all to play for. Do not go anywhere for these last 10 minutes of this game. It's going really down to the wire. Mallinson kicks off the restart, taken by Jack Potter. And Hulkau, definitely with the wind in their sails here, the young Robins. Looking to make the most of... Well, they've got Leeds under pressure and on the back burner at the minute. So that's a nice offload there. This keeps the play alive for Luke Connell. Harvey Moore. Now with Leo Tennyson. Gets the Robins to halfway. Verity. Inside for Reynolds. Edging closer here. Hulkea. Chapman Peterson. On to Moore. There's a gap again. Knack out wide. Going to try keeping the ball alive, but Chapman Peterson swarmed up on by Nicholson. Nicol even, who then gets to Verity before he can, as he kicks the ball, but will be penalised. The intent was there. It's just a really silly penalty to give away, especially when you are behind at the moment. Especially when you're down and you look at 6 points, where's the difference? You wanting to just be safe. As then they get the ball down there. That looked like a certain try to me. Through Luke Connell. There's the shouts all around me. He managed to wriggle out the tackle. But then they then cough up the possession. And a real talking point there was, did Luke Connell ground the ball? Don't think many would disagree with saying he did. But Leeds keep the look going. Edgell, Ben Mayhew, Nicol on a hat-trick. Misses chance earlier in the game by bouncing that ball. Plays for Edgell, who then Nicol gives away the penalty. Again, back-to-back penalties for the centre. He's up for the game, but at the moment, just needs to keep his composure. Get another silly penalty to give away, especially when you're on the front foot and making the meters that we were. Edgell just receiving a little bit of treatment. So just over 5 minutes to go. So do let us know your man of the matches. Who have you been impressed by? Across both squads. Of course, these are the stars of the future for both these teams. No doubt Richard Agar and Tony Smith will be watching intently. There's Chapman Peterson kicks that ball out to get a few more meters for the Rovers. Nathan Cullen loses the ball, but more of an offload. I guess back to Chapman Peterson, who then gives it on in turn to Luke Connell. Potter, Verity, because on that short side for Reynolds, plenty of carries in this half for the second rower. Really dangerous. As now it's Bailey Dawson, who also tries to get the ball away. They're really playing off the cuff here. Hulkea trying to get as many meters as they can. They know there's only 6 points in it. Chapman Peterson takes a wide pass with one hand, does well to keep hold of it and reel it in. It's Potter. Nathan Cullen, options to get the offload away. He did before, edges himself ever closer, leads his defence standing strong. What a tight finish this is going to be. 6 points in this game. Verity. Grummer kicks it through, looks to catch Kirkbright, comes off the chest of Sam Little twice, and they do pick the ball up. It will be back to 6. Leeds having to defend some more. In front of the posts here, Hull KR. Potter tries to go himself. Leeds do really well though. As now it's with Cullen. Shouts for a knock on around the south stand. Instead, it's play on. An advantage Hull KR, you'd say, at the minute. Verity steps, goes himself. Cut down. Really well by Bailey Aldridge and Joe Hurd as well. Potter. Harvey Moore comes off the boot of Simpson. Now it's Reynolds, and Reynolds scores! Hull KR come to within 2 points. We said it'd be a grandstand finish. It is proving to be with 4 minutes on the clock. Harvey Reynolds with the crucial try. Just as Leeds did in the first half, scoring 3 consecutive tries to get themselves ahead. Hull KR have scored 3 consecutive tries to get themselves to within 2 points of levelling the scores. Big kick here on Jack Potter's shoulders. He'll take all the time he needs. And what a game this has been. We really hope you enjoyed it from home. Definitely know that the supporters and fans that are here at Elmwood Headingley here are loving it too. This nail-biting academy clash. Couldn't ask for anything else for our return to Emerald Headingley. Big kick on Jack Potter's shoulders following that try from Harvey Reynolds. So look to swing this back towards the post as a right footer. He goes for it, swings it. We're looking at the flags. The flags stay down. Leeds still ahead by 2. But the advantage is definitely with Hull KR at the moment. Wind is in their sails. Leeds need to keep composed. Ethan Spear back out in the action. Looking to inspire his team like he did against Castleford. By scoring that try, he'll look to do something similar again. Leeds needing to keep their defence strong here. With only 2 points in it, and it's a big carry by Bias Tash. Getting his team over the 40. Potter. Verity. Looks to be a gap. Olliefield does really well, the captain. A big tackle from the Leeds man. This is Bailey Dawson. Manages to keep himself up in the tackle and gets to the quick play of the ball. Chapman Peterson. Short pass for Dickens. Forced play of the ball on the 5th here. Chapman Peterson. Shapes to go left. Kicks out to the right. Well taken though by Sam Little, and under no pressure at all. The Leeds winger. Leeds just need to be safe here. No penalties. No errors. Keep hold of that ball. Mackenzie Turner. Fresh from the bench. Obviously not seen a lot of him because of the pressure Hull KR have put Leeds under. Mallinson ricochets off Daniel Okoro-Aro and into the arms of Turner, who looks to turn the whole man inside out and gets the ball away eventually. But Instead of Bailey Aldridge picking up the ball, it goes into Hull KR's hands again. Could this prove the downfall of Leeds? Really a case of just keeping hold of the ball. There's enough time in the game. Shouts him on his back, looking to get the slow play of the ball, get the air back in the lungs of those Leeds forwards. Spear, big hit on Connor Moore. 2 points remain in this game. Chapman Peterson forced to kick into the backfield, looking to catch Little and Turner off guard, but especially Turner is up for it, but loses the ball. What a moment this could prove to be. What a defensive effort, you'd say, from Hull KR. They're within 20 metres of possibly winning this game. Connor Moore gets them to within 10. Leeds' defence has got to be good here. They come to the short side. Tom Wilkinson, and Wilkinson with the match-winning try, you'd suggest. Dives in the corner, beats the tackle of Nicol. And now it is definitely advantage Hull KR. Wilkinson with his second of the game. With under a minute on my stopwatch, but possibly that little bit of added on time for the couple of injuries we have had. But what a turnaround this has been for Jason Netherton's side. We thought they could have been down and out with at 26-10. They dug deep, kept fighting, and used Leeds' errors and knock-ons to their advantage. Potter taking all the time he needs with this conversion. Conversion will be so crucial, just getting those couple more points. If you are a neutral watching this, it has been I bet you have absolutely enjoyed this. This has been a thrilling game, a thrilling arm wrestle. It's Potter with his left, gets the conversion from the touchline. Takes Hull KR's lead to 4 points. And there's still time for Leeds. Just not sure how much time is left. If they are to make a difference, Mallinson has to go short, knows he has to. It bounces back off the Leeds man, and Leeds have possession here. Jack Mallinson with ball in hand. Gets Leeds to within 20. Great drive from the halfback. Could this game swing once again? We have a player down in back play. It's Bailey Dawson, so referee halts the clock. What a moment this would be if Leeds could muster something up. just like they did against Castleford last Friday. Well, it definitely was not as late as this will be. Here come Leeds with Field. The captain taking Leeds to within 10. Is it on here? For the Rhinos. Aldridge. Mallinson. Flat pass. Mayhew. Not really an opportunity. Looking at the amount of Hull KR defenders he had in front of him. Nickel to Mallinson. Hurd strains himself up. Takes it to the line. Leeds within 5 now. Aldridge goes after we half. This could be a moment for the youngster. They just can't get across. There's too many men. He's held up. The arms go up from Leeds, thinking he could have wriggled his way out of it. Just couldn't that time, though. Hurd. Field. Mallinson. There's a gap. There's a gap for Mackenzie Turner. Just can't get the ball away. And that will be the 5th tackle turnover for Leeds. There was definitely a gap out wide. Maybe should have looked to pass for Simpson. Or Little on his outside rather than going himself. But Leeds needed a big defensive effort. Ethan Spear forces the knock on. Another big moment in this game. Leeds with another roll of the dice. As Hurd. It's 5 away. Leeds, what can they do here? Could this be the match-winning try now? Field. Edgell. Looks to go himself. Gets out the challenge of 1. Held up by the KR man. Hits the deck though. Nickel on a hat-trick. Can he get the ball down? Kobe Nickel! The referee takes a moment. And it is held up after consulting the linesman. Nickel is denied his hat-trick try again. But Leeds tackles in the bag. Salkel met strongly by Connor Moore and Okoro Moore. As Nickel now passes. Spear, can he score? Ethan Spear! The arms are in the air! And it is a try! Ethan Spear, once again, was called into action to score against Cass last Friday. He's called into action this morning and scores another crucial try to level the scores up again. What a contest this has been. Totally out of position as well. Nickel was the first receiver of the ball. Really should have been the man scoring the try. But Spear did really well. Dug hard, dug low. But it could be on Mallinson's conversion here. South Stand goes absolutely silent. This will be some conversion if he can turn this in from a metre or so away from the sideline, but pretty much another right foot as well, so he's going to have to bend it back around. He goes with it, turns it, the flags stay down. The score remains 30-all, and that is full time, actually. What a contest that has been at Emerald Headingley Stadium. We really hope you've enjoyed it from home. My voice is almost going. So Leeds taking the lead at half-time thanks to tries from Max Simpson. 2 tries from Max Simpson. A try from Kobe Nicol and Jack Mallinson getting over to Connor Moore. And Darnell Bias-Tash scoring the tries for KR. But that second half was as crazy as you like. Kobe Nickel opening the scoring after a few minutes, taking Leeds up to a 16-point advantage before Daniel Okoro-Oro and 2 tries for Tom Wilkinson, and also one as well. To get Hull KR the lead finally. But Ethan Spear on the final minute with the final play scores a cracking try. Although Malice had the chance to win it with a conversion, I think you'll say a draw is pretty fair the way this game has swung. We really hope you enjoyed the coverage. I've been Dan Hawkhead. Thank you so much for watching. The women's, to let you know about more action, Leeds Rhinos women in action this afternoon against Castleford Tigers in the playoffs as the Betfred Women's Super League comes to a close. You can watch that live on the Rugby League Twitch account. All information for that will be available. And you can also follow on Twitter, as well as there being the match report and highlights on the Leeds Rhinos website and Leeds Rhinos YouTube channel. The Rhinos back in action, though, this next Wednesday. The first team against Wigan Warriors with a trip for the retro round to the DW Stadium. But our under-19s also in action next week, next Thursday, against Wakefield Trinity under-19s at the Mobile Rocket Stadium. We really hope, like I say, I really hope you've enjoyed the coverage. We'll be back here for live coverage of the under-19s at the back end of September against Hull FC. My name's been Dan Hawkhead. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and have a great rest of your days, and see you later.